Okay, hello everyone, this is Zach here. Would like to do a quick sound check, please. Okay, is my sound's coming okay? Let me do a quick check. Hopefully my screen and sound is okay. If let's say my screen and sound is okay, appreciate if you can tap a one for me. All right. So today we're gonna do another quick section here today by looking into the oral market. Of course, we're going to focus on the GE13 counters. Okay. For this round over here. So again, as we know, PRU 15 is coming. Okay, so someone say it's expected around early of November. Okay, so let's see how it goes. But before I continue, I think this is some of the things that just now I think we do some homework over here. Turned up pretty nice in reaccumulation. Seems like doing a shakeup. Okay, so let's see how it goes. Okay, now this is against a list of stocks that are from Bloomberg and The Edge. Okay, saying that this is the political link stocks. Okay, so probably this is the stocks list that we want to if let's say you're interested, okay, to trade based on this team over here, probably this is the few counters that you want to look for, right? So MYG, I think, having a big drop the other day. Okay, they are trying to hold, okay, but it looks like the background is a little bit weak at the moment. So data zone, I think, as well. KUB make a very strong up bar, okay, if not mistaken. So we're going to check that as well. So far, I think I'm kind of interested in Destiny, KUB, Media, Star Media. Okay, so this is a few counter that actually come with the some sound strength type of formation candles. Okay, now let's look into some of these counters over here. Now, of course, first of all, let's look into MYG. I kind of surprised actually. I thought MYG will going to make a nice pullback to this NS and spring area, but the other day they actually make a big double with high volume. So again, this is the first time it tells that the weaknesses is there, so you want to be extra careful. Yes, the closing on Friday, they actually come with some volume, okay, but it didn't show a very solid type of confirmation yet. Okay, so I think for those that who interested to look into MYG, probably you want to check out the hourly chart. So the next time the hourly chart turns back to red pentagon, make sure you want to plan your trip properly, okay, because this is the background is a bit weak, but again, hourly chart turns to green pentagon, which means maybe in the short term wise, they can do an inverse pullback. Okay, for example, they might hit here and continue again. So again, watch out on the red pentagon in hourly chart. Okay, so far hourly chart wise, okay, let's go back to daily chart over here. So daily chart wise, it looks like they are trying to hold well on this NS and the spring candle. Okay, so far it's good. They're actually trying to hold at the support. But my question is this candle on this red pentagon. So usually got this kind of candle. Sometimes they will retest it back again, okay, and then it break here, okay, and make a wash. So if you look into like counters like Inari, okay, let's go back to here, Inari. Now this is some of the example, okay. So here, support, they drop, sell bar, okay. So sometimes they will make an inverse pullback before they drop further. Okay, so again, few things that you want to take note, okay, in MYEG chart. Okay, so make sure you use hourly chart, okay, if you're still keen and interested in MYEG. All right. So okay, the next one I think the one that I think everyone is also monitoring definitely is D-Sonic. Okay, so D-Sonic sideways, okay, so far it's sideways making a reversal previously, and they actually make a shakeup. Okay, they actually make a shakeup. So another counters that actually worth to pay attention to, okay, because they make a shakeup around this area here. Okay, so uptrust, but this is a hidden uptrust. Okay, so potentially it will still continue to be sideways. Okay, but at least the background, everything wise, looks pretty good. Okay, at the moment for D-Sonic. All right, so hopefully we'll see more test bar or NS bar somewhere around here. Okay, with low volume to ensure the supports is there. Okay, is solid at least. Okay, for D-Sonic. Okay, now let's go to some things that are more interesting currently. Okay, so of course Destiny. Okay, but Destiny looks like not so the closing bar is not so convincing. Okay, but it's okay. So here, okay, now if you look into D-Sonic, the volume over here is interesting. Okay, even though it's not the highest volume, okay, even though it's not the highest volume, but this volume actually make this like a double bottom. Okay, now in double bottom, usually we want to see volume decreasing. Okay, which means the seller over here is reducing. Okay, and if you notice, the bar that pushing above is increasing. So again, this is like a good sign. Okay, maybe good for those that who are looking for temporary reversal kind of signals. Okay, so Destiny definitely show this kind of signal at the moment. Okay, double bottom, volume on the first down here is increasing, second one is reducing. When the price trying to push above back to the previous supports, which is this line over here, the volume is increasing. Okay, for Destiny. All right, so okay, now let's look into over here. The next one will be KUB. Okay, so KUB, again, volume started increasing. Notice here the price actually break back. This is like a resistance area. Okay, like a shakeout areas. So now they are actually holding well very, very close with this support. Okay, so here is the potential resistance. Okay, now let's look into something else over here. Let me sign in. Okay, let's check out KUB because I want to see what is the trading plan that I can follow. Risk rate is pretty good, 1/5 against 1. Okay, so let's zoom up here. Okay, so if you look into KUB, okay, this will be my stop loss. Okay, 54 cents. Okay, current price is 56, and my R1 will be 59. Okay, my R1 will be 59. So again, this is based on the trading plan. Okay, so again, the stocks that we discussed over here are definitely not doing any buy call. But if you want to follow, make sure you got your own trading plan, right? So here 59 will be my R1. Okay, of course, I'm not going to enter immediately tomorrow. So let's see whether it can make some further pullbacks or not. All right, so let's say I enter over here 55, cut below. Okay, I'm risking 2%. So let's say it hit my R1, it will be around 7%. Okay, so I'm risking 2% to get 7%. Okay, so my R2 will be 62 cents. Let's check my R2. My R2 will be 62. 62 is somewhere around here. So I can get around 12%. So I'm risking around like 2 to 3%, trying to get something around like in between 7 to 12%. Okay, again, this is the risk reward we're looking for. Okay, make sure if you want to trade anything, check where's your closest support level and your resistance level. Okay, so see whether this trade is worth for you to enter or not. Okay, so let's look into the other one. This is Media Prima. Okay, again, another shakeout counters. So this is a few counters that I feel that they actually make a shakeout with high volume. Okay, can go up or not, I don't know, but for today's section, we're going to purely look into the chart setup itself. Okay, so it looks like a nice low volume bar coming back to support level. Again, this is the shakeout happening over here. Okay, so a nice trading range actually offered. So this range over here, it gives you around like 7% kind of trades. Okay, so media making a shakeout, the price pushing back with increasing volume. Okay, so the other one is Star Media. Okay, let me know any other counters that you think is worth to monitor, okay, during this period of time. Okay, we can check out together over here. So Star Media making a nice pullback actually. Okay, so let's look into here again. Okay, let's check out Star. Okay, let's zoom in. Okay, first of all, let's look into risk to reward, 1.3 against 1. Not very best, but it's still okay, right? So here's the ideal approach. So ideal approach, basically it means it's a pullback areas. Okay, so this is the area that we want to look for somehow low risk trades. Okay, so this would be my first support one. Okay, at 28. Okay, pullback areas at 30 cents. Okay, and how is my resistance? Okay, let's check. My R2 will be around 35. Okay, my R2 will be 35. So R2, I think somewhere around here, the pierce resistance. Okay, hopefully it can hit. So this will be my ideal pullback areas. Okay, so around 30 cents. Okay, so here supports. All right. So if I manage to enter exactly at the ideal pullback areas, okay, I'm risking around 7 to 8%. Okay, here around 16%. Okay, so again, risk to reward 1/2. Okay, almost 1/2. Okay, so somewhere around here. Okay, so STAR having some increasing volume looks interesting. Okay, at the moment, right? So okay, any others related one? Okay, I think Triven, Mui Property, Petra all didn't come with a nice volume at the moment. So far, I think only this few. Of course, Opcom. Okay, Opcom actually having a nice volume coming back. So here, double NS. Okay, I'm not sure because Opcom is not in this list, but as person they also kind of like link. Okay, with political counters over here. So Opcom we got NS, and if you notice the closing on Friday also suddenly the volume increase. Okay, so looks very, very interesting at the moment. So if you look into overall background of Opcoin, it's not that bad actually. So like, making a little bit of sideways accumulation. Okay. So okay, all right. Again, just a quick update over on the list over there. Definitely there's few counters that is worth for us to pay attention to. But again, do remember KRSC at the moment. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, Nick, I'll look into PJ Boomi. Any other counters you want me to look into? Okay, we can discuss today. So okay, overall KRSC is still in red. The closing, let's go into the 6 month here. The closing on Friday, it actually come with a small up bar. Okay, but it's not really up bar for me. So overall, it still shows like somehow a bit weak. Okay, at the background here. So I think US market as well. The closing on Friday is not that great. All right, but it do come with a high volume somehow on Thursday. So hopefully we will see some a temporary reversal on the US market. Okay, now let's look into PJ Boomi. Okay, if not, we're going to go into some screener too. Okay, some counters actually turns very, very nicely. Now, PJ Boomi pullback completed. Okay, volume is great. Okay, volume is great. Okay, so actually, I'm not sure why I didn't look into PJ Boomi here. It's a very nice shakeout, to be frank with you, Nick. So I think there is a continuation. Okay, hopefully it can retest somewhere around this resistance area. Okay, so if you notice, this is a shakeout. Okay, remember like I said, most of the breakout counters will have shakeout. Now this is one of them. So here, retest very nicely. We've got NS. Okay, finally it makes a movement. Okay, so you can aim somewhere around here for resistance. Okay, so if you go into okay, let's go back to VSC 360. PJ Boomi. Okay, so yeah, this is the ideal approach. Okay, but Nick, do you enter already this counter here, or you want to look for entry? So if you check this chart last week, okay, this is a counters that exactly holding very, very nicely at ideal approach. Okay, which is they are doing a nice pullback. Okay, they are doing a nice pullback. So it kind of remind me of this counter also, Kawan. Okay, because Kawan just turns to green pentagon again. Okay, but I haven't entered yet for Kawan. Okay, because I missed the pentagon. So I'm looking for the pullback. Okay, so hopefully they will retest back. Okay, to the ideal approach area. Okay, so that we can trade on the pullback. Okay, for Kawan. Okay, so the other one I think is E-Metal. Okay, if you look into E-Metal, E-Metal actually turns back to green pentagons again. So here, okay, ideal approach low of the green pentagons bar, we got NS at the background. So if I go back to this chart, okay, so notice this is the NS. Okay, price jump drop lower. Okay, kind of similar to Opcom. That's why I will focus a lot in Opcom. Okay, so it break above. So E-Metal as well. If you look into E-Metal, okay, so here we got NS. Okay, and the volume on the green pentagon bar is increasing. Okay, so if you zoom out over here, okay, so this is like a gap. Okay, for this longer time frame here. Okay, if I draw this line, so this is again like a shakeout, a small shakeout, retest. Okay, hopefully can overtake here and subsequently retest this area. Okay, so it kind of similar, like a little bit similar to PJ Boomi in my opinion. Okay, again, it can break out, I don't know, but so far PJ Boomi had got NS, it able to break up. Okay, I hope E-metal can make the similar movement. All right, so okay, now let's look into FGB. Yeah. This one, no excitement, no excitement. Okay, so this one so far no excitement. Nothing like Farah. Okay, unless Farah, I'm not sure you're looking for entry exit, but entry wise, I cannot see any reasons why. Okay, because the current bar over here, the current setup over here seems a little bit of boring, to be frank. Okay, for FGB. Okay, okay, any other counters from the audience? Okay, if not, I probably just want to quickly go through. Maybe you want to check on the Pentagon screener. Okay, like I say, so far E-metal, I kind of like probably will monitor. Okay, so red tone, let's go into red tone. Okay, red tone also got NS. Okay, got 2 NS. Red tone got 2 NS. Okay, interesting. Hey, but this one break up already, huh? Yeah, why the chart is different? Oh, sorry, okay. Because I think just now the chart is already zoomed out already. So okay, let's go to 3 month. Okay, we've got 2 NS at the background, but now it seems like making a pullback here. Okay, interesting. Here we got red pentagon. Okay, this is another step that I like. Okay, remember in one of the member sections that we talked about red pentagon, green pentagon. So red pentagon is some weakness. Okay, again, we know some weakness, and sometimes it will form a resistance. Okay, but not all red pentagon will go into distribution. Because why? Because of pullback. Okay, so pullback sometimes it will trigger red pentagon, but this is pretty normal. Okay, so welcome, Nick. So if you notice, okay, okay, so most of the time, let's take a red pentagon. If the candle able to cross the red pentagon, which means they already break the resistance. Okay, for example here, right, the next day it break up, right, it goes up a little bit more. Okay, here it breaks. Okay, I think they can go a little bit higher. Okay, again, not doing any buy call. But anyway, if you really want to trade, make sure you know where's your stop loss, your ideal entry, and your target profit. Okay, so far looks good. Okay, on red tone. Okay, so well, looks good so far. Let's look into the others. At least got E-metal. At least got okay, media. UMW. Yes, UMW. Okay, let me close up some of my tab here. Okay, let's go to UMW because I think the setup is good, but it's 3 ringgit kind of counters. It's slightly a bit boring sometimes. Okay, so let's zoom. Okay, we go to 3 month. Ideal approach is around 3 ringgit area. Okay, what I like about UMW is that they close the gap with increasing volume. So this is very important. Okay, so UMW. Okay, so notice here. Okay, so here we got gap, red pentagons. Now, like I said, red pentagons, resistance, right, is not weakness. But if you notice here, it's low volume. It's okay, right? That's why MIAG a bit worried because it's kind of high volume. Okay, but let's say drop with low volume, most of the time it represents there will be a pullback, or maybe there's a shaker in the background. Okay, so it actually crossing back with a very convincing bar. Okay, green pentagon, increasing volume. Okay, now the next thing, let's check the background. Okay, it looks like in a long period of sideways over here, ranging. Okay, it is ranging, pretty boring. Okay, so normally this kind of counters I will look into the weekly bar. Okay, because there's no direction. Okay, in 1 or 2 years time. So okay, a few things we can take notes over here. So obviously downtrending counters. Okay, but it actually stopped over this period. Okay, because some high volume, you're able to a little bit of trend. So a good counters for you to aim, okay, to trade within this support and resistance. Oops. Okay, within this support and resistance. Okay, so a nice counters to trade within support resistance. Okay, so a bit similar like Master Pack. Those counters are boring. Okay, but it's trading within a range, okay, of 20%. So if I want to trade here, okay, I still can get 7%, but let's see whether it can pull back or not. So let's say pull back, maybe I can get a little bit more, 10%, okay, for UMW. Okay, but anyway, the daily setup is pretty good, okay, for UMW. Okay, Yuli, okay, let's try Yuli. Okay, we'll try Miko and MFCB too, okay. So, okay, volume increasing, not that bad overall. Now, this is the one that is causing some problem. That's why MIG a bit scared right now. Because here, right? So red pentagon down by high volume. Okay, so sometimes it will cause like this kind of weak trend. Okay, so but volume coming back like Yuli. Okay, it's good, but probably I would like to focus the other first. Okay, KKB, nothing much. Sunritz. Okay, looks like not bad now for Sunlit. Okay, let me zoom up for this chart here. Green Pentagon volume low. Okay, notice here, Green Pentagon's volume low. So best Green Pentagon with high volume. Okay, Opcom. Okay, yes, Opcom high volume. Okay, overall is, I think is both to monitor. Okay, so Wellcore. This is a reversal trades for Wellcore. You call first SS Steel, Maybach. Okay, Maybach look interesting. Let's look into Maybach. Potential shakeout trades for this one because red pentagon low volume. Okay, but looks like not so ready yet. Okay, I need to look for this line over here. Okay, I need to pop my alerts slightly a bit lower. Okay, need to see a shakeout completed. Right, so Evergreen. Let's check out Evergreen. Alsawit, CBIP, Hevia, Binacom. Okay, never mind. I go through some of your stock first. Then, if you want me to continue other screener, I can continue. Okay, so let's go into Miko. The volume is a bit weird for Miko, but setup is good. Okay, going up slowly with some pullback patterns. But I'm not sure why the volume is a bit weird over here. Okay, but overall is okay lah. Overall is okay. So here would be your support. Okay, let's check out here. Let's go to Miko. This is a bit similar to Microlink. Okay, but Microlink, they're trying to break on the reaccumulation. So here, okay, ideal approach. This is from Elric, right? So Elric, not sure you're looking for entry exit, but if trading very close to ideal approach, okay, which is the pullback ABS. Okay, so support 1, resistance 1. Okay, so probably you can focus using this trading plan over here. So MFCB, let's into MFCB. Yeah, this one have to avoid. Okay, not doing any buy call or sell call here, but nothing. Okay, here is already showing you nothing interesting. Okay, so if you notice, okay, here, this uptrust is always a problem. Okay, I don't like uptrust with increasing volume. So here, 2 uptrust resistance. Okay, 2 uptrust resistance. Sell off, high volume, confirmation of weaknesses. And if here got another uptrust, okay, anyone here can help me? What is this? I think for our members, you should be able to know what is this. Okay, anyone here want to share what is this? Okay, a bit dangerous. Okay, if you ask me, if you are looking for entry, okay, I think it's a bit dangerous. Okay, so anyone can help me? What is this? Okay, I think for members, you should be able to know because I covered, the UT in lots of our section here. Okay, any others counter you want me to look into? Okay, if not, maybe I go to my last favorite screener, NS, then we can close, okay, for today's section over here. So Ecomat, okay, volume increasing, coming back. Okay, this is a bit illiquids. But Plantation still looks like not so exciting yet. Genetic, okay, in downtrend. High tech. High tech the other day also a bit disappointing. Okay, so overall, nothing much over here. Okay, so if let's say, yes, inverse pullback. Okay, so uptrust, inverse pullback, then, going down. Okay, so, okay, 18LC. Okay, thank you, Nick. Okay, PJ Boomi, GCAP. GCAP. Okay, yeah. GCAP or fee. Microlink. Okay, Microlink trying to break on the reaccumulation. Both to pay attention to. Asia Apply, VDET. Okay, Kawan. Okay, I'm waiting for the pullback. Okay, the one that I surprised is glove. Okay, let's do into some glove lah. So Supermax. Okay, good closing for Supermax, but I think the top glove is a bit disappointing lah. So okay, now I'm not really into glove, okay, because glove is most I most of the time don't really like it, but it's good. Okay, currently it's good for short-term trading. Okay, because some of the glove counters is having a momentum setups like Supermax. Volume is great at the moment. Of course, looking into long-term time frame is still pretty normal, but I think it's good to make an inverse pullback. Okay, so for example here, you notice high volume, high volume, high volume. So they make a inverse pullback. Okay, so this one, how far it will go, I don't know, but based on the previous low, this might be the next resistance. Okay, it's because this is the previous supports. Okay, sell off. Maybe it can got chance to retry here. Okay, here will be the nearest one, of course. Okay, so for glove, I think it's good for you to monitor hourly chart using COC. Okay, so tomorrow I think I'll monitor few glove also, provided they got COC. Okay, I think here is a very good COC, but of course I missed this round over here. After that, Green Pentagon increasing volume, the price continue to goes up. Okay, for members, I think you all should know COC. I think, oh yeah, tomorrow we got our weekly training for our members. Okay, so for tomorrow I will cover low volume bar, which is the NS and TESS with COC. Okay, so this month October, I think I got some topic for you all. So for tomorrow will be on COC and low volume. Okay, so for those that interested to look into some glove counters, yeah, you can try to look into our chart. Okay, so for top glove as well. Okay, increasing volume coming down, increasing volume. Okay, volume increasing lah. So you can check that out too. Okay, Hata, but I think top gloves is slightly a bit big lah. Okay, Hata looks okay. Okay, overall, because here high volume, the price stops going further. Okay, so maybe here you will see a little bit of sideways range. Okay, moving forward. So okay, again going back to the hourly chart. Okay, you should be able to pick up one or two good COC. Okay, so here I think we got some over here. Okay, here we got plenty. Okay, somewhere around this range over here. So the other one is, I think, Kosan. Okay, Kosan coming with down bar. Okay, hopefully a nice spring towards the end. Right, so hopefully we'll see COC here. A good COC somewhere around here, if you notice. Okay, so again, this is some of the things that you can do. Okay, because now only I think some glove counter got some short-term momentum. Okay, use the hourly chart to your advantage. Okay, if not, aim for the pullback setups. Okay, I think I call also in one of the section. So if you notice the price rip pentagon, okay, sometimes they will break coming down here. So green pentagon, if you check on these patterns, make sure your green pentagon is high volume. Okay, so chances for them to make a follow through is better. Okay, so for example here, red pentagons. Okay, we got green pentagon, volume increasing. Okay, so chances for them to make a follow through is slightly better. Okay, so use the hourly chart to your advantage. Okay, in this case. Okay, let's do into Olga Bio. Okay, Olga Bio, last one before we close. Okay, Olga Bio, close gap. Okay, one thing I don't like is I always like to use gap as my support resistance too, if provided the stock got gaps. So once it dropped, didn't hold on the gaps, okay, which means this stock is weakening. Okay, but of course, good thing is the stock is break down here, it didn't come with increasing volume. So it might be a shakeout. Okay, so here maybe it will retest again somewhere around here. Test. push back with high volume. Okay, but sometimes this kind of period, you know, especially now market is a bit weak overall, right? So maybe it takes some weeks to months, okay, before they try to make a follow through. Okay, so there's a quick one for Olga Bio. Okay, Paul Jen, hope this helps. All right. Well, I think with this, if let's say there's no questions, okay, so once again, thank you for joining me in to next section over here. So hopefully this kind of short section here actually helps you a little bit more to prepare yourself next week. So if you've got any questions, just let me know. I can post it into the Telegram public chat. You can comment over there. So for the upcoming public talks, you know, I can prepare, you know, the topics, okay, for you all. So with this, thank you, and I'll see you in the next coming section. Okay, so for members, don't forget tomorrow we got 1 weekly trainings. Okay, I hope to see you there too.